There's a fracture running through our communities that we can't ignore anymore. For the first time in modern history, young men, especially young black men, are growing up in a world where the guidance of older men has been systematically disrupted. This isn't just youthful rebellion. This is structural. Mass incarceration removed fathers and mentors from entire neighborhoods. Economic displacement scattered communities that once raised children collectively. And now, social media has young men seeking validation from algorithms instead of elders who've walked the path. For Black youth, this carries a generational weight. The wisdom that once passed from grandfather to father to son about navigating a world that wasn't built for us, about building despite the odds, about manhood rooted in responsibility, that chain is breaking. We're watching young men drift without anchors and older men withdraw in frustration. But here's the truth. We can't afford this divide. Every generation needs the one before it, and every elder was once that young man searching for his way. This isn't about blame. It's about recognizing that when we lose this connection, we all lose. The question is, what are we going to do to repair it?
Kenny Green, raw perspective, concrete and steel, keeping it good and raw, unity for the community always, especially in these times. Hit them subscribes. This is my man Jimmy. I know him about 17, 18 years, my neighbor in the ATL. And I did a video a few weeks ago about young people and older people and the responses and so on and so on. And there was a few things we spoke about as far as the younger people feeling that older people talk to them condescending.
Condescending.
Okay, break that down. Like, in what way?
Just being, instead of being talked to, a lot of the times, it feel like we're being talked at. And we may not see it that way, or we may not see it from the older person's view because they're, they've been through these things. So it's kind of hard for them to express that in a way, like more politely, like where we take offense to everything. You know what I'm saying? Because we younger, or we feel like, man, this old nigga, he not even understanding what I'm saying, but he really does, because he's been through what you're going through, and he can help you avoid it. And we kind of take offense instead of taking heed sometimes.
Jimmy watched the video and he wanted to elaborate and add some things and just talk about that. So I'm gonna just leave the floor to him.
So I think young people today, when I say young people, I mean 30 and under, I think they're not used to the way that men talk. I think that we have been coddled so much by women, by pastors, by all these different, I'll say we've been coddled way too much to ever be successful in today's world as far as being a young black man growing up in America. And the only way that you can ever get to where you are, to where you want to be, is somebody has to show you how to do it. Men are not going to take the time to actually over-explain. Being a military veteran myself, if I tell you to be somewhere at 09, I'm not going to tell you why. I'm going to say, hey, look, man, this is it. Because if I give you this direction at 09, you be at this grid coordinate, I'm dropping bombs behind you to make sure nobody followed you. And then I'm dropping bombs in front of you to make sure to clear out your path. So if you're late, everything, and I don't have time to explain it to you because I got to talk to 200 other people, it's like people die. But in today's thing, I think that young people tend to overthink a lot of advice that they get from the older generation. It's not that you're being talked to or talked down on. It's that we realize that you really don't know anything yet. When Ken first met me, I was a young 25-year-old and I thought I had the world figured out, and boy, was I wrong. The amount of advice that I was given, and just to touch my life, the first time I saw somebody with, 2-3 Mercedes and Rolexes and everything, this is the first person I ever, and today, I got just as much as he does. It's just it's a blessing, but just to know that where I started from, where I came from, it took mentors. It took people to really take the time to not talk at me, But to actually, for me, just to be receptive to everything that they were saying and realize I don't know anything. And I think that's so important. And I wish that more young people today would just heed, to people that really do care about them, and don't listen to nobody that's not successful yet. It's like, and if somebody's telling you about, hey, I'm gonna show you how to flip real estate, but they bake cakes for a living, don't listen to them. I'm like, you can literally, I remember one of the biggest lessons that I learned, it's not a paycheck that you're after, it's a lifestyle. The lifestyle is so important that you're chasing. It's not a job title, it's not anything. I remember asking Ken, she said, hey man, what time you getting up? I don't know, man. I'm gonna just get up whenever my eyes open. And I'm like, what? Like who says that? He says, yeah, man, if I need to make money this month, I'll go do it. But, I'm going to just take 30 days off and chill, man. And then, I'm going to go make some more money. And I mean, to be 25 years old, to hear that, it was mind blowing, because everybody's so caught up in the rat race. I would be a fool not to listen to what he says. So I just think I'm very grateful for having, Ken, for having mentors that actually mentored me and talked at me like, look, you don't know anything. Just listen to me, and go ahead.
But let me ask you this, Jim. What made you listen? What made you listen?
I saw it. It's like, it wasn't more of a, I didn't have to guess that you didn't know what you were talking about. It's like, obviously, I'm looking at it, it's like, to have somebody just say, hey, come over, let's just have breakfast. And then to share different points, and for you to show me your yellow notepad and look at your goals at what you were doing, everything. If you look at majority of young people today, they have never seen their parents open up a book and actually study anything. I saw you so many times open up books and study and want to get better and learn.
And know this message and a lot of messages that I give out, Jimmy give out, are embraced with good intentions. You know what I'm saying? We understand history. We understand who we are as people, and we want to see us be better and grow. And you got to remember, if you're going to be on the world stage, right, and be respected as a person of influence, intellect, and intelligence, you can't be a clown. You have to know some history. You have to know how to speak. So that's what we all about over here. Concrete and steel.